Hi everyone, Rainy Sun Rain Nails. Okay, so stamping. This is my stamping, my how-to video, and it's going to be a series. I'm hoping to do 3 different parts. It depends on how the videotaping goes. So I'm hoping to just, break it up in 3 separate areas just to make it so that each video isn't as long, because my last how-to, the marbling, was quite long. Even though I covered, every aspect of it, it just seemed very long. But if you want to watch that, I'll leave the link below. Okay, so in terms of stamping, I'm going to go through step by step. I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to show you tips and tricks, and then I'm going to show you different techniques to use. And if you have any more questions, go ahead and comment below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So stay tuned, and we will get to all of those things, okay? All right. See, I have very good lighting here, a comfortable space, and a large area to work with, okay? I mean, if you don't have this large of an area, that's fine. Just make sure it's nice and clean, uncluttered, because what happens is, if you get discouraged in any way when you're first starting to stamp, you might, it might be because of not enough space, or there's things in your way. It might get complicated. So you just want to make sure you're in a comfortable spot and able to spread out a little bit, okay? Okay, so items you will need to do stamping. Okay, so here's my scraper and stamp, and I use the plastic because the metal one just doesn't work as well. When you go to scrape, it doesn't necessarily get off all of the polish that it's supposed to. It leaves a little bit behind, and I think it's because that the plastic is a little bit more flexible and able just to get in a little bit more. And it's not even about whether or not this leaves marks on here, because I'm sure some of them do, and that doesn't necessarily worry me so much, because this is laser cut and it's just really good quality. So I'm not worried about it messing that up. It's just it doesn't make it a clean scrape. So there's always some polish left over. So I use these, or see, I have a couple of these left over. But I recently purchased some new cheeky plates, and this came with it, which is great. So that works out. And then my stamper has 2 ends, one for small stamps, which I love. I would recommend, if you're getting a stamp, I know there are some really good ones out there that only have this side, and they work fine. If you get the hang of it and you're able to, position it really well, I would recommend, if it's like a single small stamp like here, maybe try to get it off to the side here, so that when you stamp it, you're able to get a better idea of where it's going to go. But I would say if you can get one of these, that would work great. I have this here. This is just like one of those soap holders. I got it for like 50 cents or something like that at the store, and it works great. Holds everything I need. And then I use these cotton rounds. These are lint free. I got a whole bunch of these at Costco. It was a fantastic price. If you're able to go to Costco, if you know somebody that has a Costco card, I would definitely recommend these. So when you go to clean, you use the side that has a little bit of the mesh. It almost looks like it's a fabric-like, to clean these, and it just doesn't leave anything behind. It works great because these are laser cut, and they're very they can be very sharp. I keep my cotton rounds in something like this. You could get like a plate. I also use this and put it in here. When I travel to go do nail art, I take this everywhere. Not necessarily the glass, because this is really nice. This is part of my sushi set, right? But it works perfectly. So basically, I put the acetone here, just get it ready, and then I use for cleanup Q-tips here, and then my angled brush. Let's see. So I have a little bit of acetone in there, and I dip my brush in there, and when you're done, you just kind of clean your edges. This works great also when you do just regular, you paint your nails, and if you're still kind of a beginner, although to be honest with you, I still use this every once in a while. You will also need, when you're all done doing your stamp, a top coat, and my go-to top coat is Such Feet because it doesn't smear. I've tried other ones, and I think it's just a combination of the brush and this, the product itself. So you might have to play around a little bit. This is found at Sally Beauty Supply. I know they sell it other places. I just don't know where because I've always gotten it at Sally Beauty Supply, and they, every other month or every third month, they tend to have some type of a sale on this. Whether it's like you buy this and you get something free, or a buy one get one free. It always, and there's certain websites you can order like a large one from. I have prepped my nails already. I used a dark color and a light color. This is, the base is from Ulta 3, and this is called Pacific Splash Factor, and that's one coat on top there. So there's my dark color, and then this is my light color, which is from Orly. And this is called Decades of Dysfunction. When you're stamping, as far as polish goes and which is the best, I do have my favorites. This can also be found at Sally Beauty Supply, and it's, one of those thin brush nail art. But the thing is this black is amazing. I mean, it's super opaque and just works really, really well. And so I tend to use this when I'm going to stamp with black. Just this. It works really well. It doesn't dry too fast. And I'll show you too. I'll do an example here. And it's just all around really great. So that is my go-to stamping black. I do know that Conad black is also, it's similar to this, I've heard. I don't have any Conad, so I can't say whether it works really well or it doesn't. As far as light colors go, you're going to find that the more opaque your nail polish is, the better it is going to stamp. So basically, if you can paint your nail one coat with a nail polish, that's going to stamp really, really well. Like silvers and things like that, all of my silver nail polishes, no matter what brand, stamp really, really well. It's just the consistency and the formula that it takes to make those. That's why the holographic nail polishes stamp really, really well. I'll go ahead and show you how I keep my stamping plates here. This is just one like a 3-ring binder that I bought. It's really simple. I went to the like the Office Depot or Office Max, one of those places, and it was super cheap. It wasn't that expensive, and there's some to choose from. This one's really cute. So they have these here, these Ziploc ones almost. Very sturdy though, very sturdy, so they last. So I keep my large plates in here, and then there's these ones here. Okay, so I will need to eventually get some type of like Velcro, you know, those round sticky Velcros. I'll get some of those eventually just to keep these more secure. These are from MASH. These are the MASH plates. So you kind of get the idea here. Okay? And I will go through and talk about my favorites and things like that.